New Year, family! Hey, today's New Year's Day. Just for anybody that's interested in knowing, I do have the top 20 videos that I'm sorry, comics that I purchased in 2024. Video has been uploaded. It is a YouTube member exclusive at this moment, but it will be going to general population and general viewing tomorrow evening. So, um, for those of you who are waiting for that, it's a done deal. I did make a change. What I usually do is like the top 50 of my entire collection. But two things that made me change my mind. One, I saw that most people are doing the video of the stuff that they purchased last year, which was interesting. And then I started doing the top 50 list, and I realized that the majority of the good books are ones that I purchased last year. So while I do have a lot of good books that are in my collection that are prior to 2024, 2024 was actually a pretty good year for me, and because I really did enjoy taking advantage, I guess you say, of the lower prices. I still have faith in the long term comic market. So let's see who's already here. We got Cherry B. I think I'm early. Yes, you were here almost an hour early. Hopefully, you're still here. And Happy New Year to you. 25 Perez. Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year to you. Kenneth Bird checking in. Hi to everyone here who's here tonight. Hi to you and Happy New Year, sir. Robert Monroe. Happy New Year. Tito the Alien. Happy New Year. Stinker Buds. Eating my prosperity meal while watching T. Muhammad New Comic Book Day is the best way to start the new year. You've got to put in a description. What the heck is a prosperity meal? I have no clue. I've never heard that term before. Dagger Cards is checking in as well. Happy New Year to you. So, for anybody who's, I don't know, maybe it's my region, but New Comic Book Day for the last few weeks because of shipping delays has been just totally messed up. Last week, I did not get last week's books until Monday of this week. And I went and I checked the store today. No deliveries, nothing for New Comic Book Day. So rather than cancel the show, I still have last week's books to give away. So we get to do that and review the books that I picked up last week, which I didn't get till this week. Yay! And have a few other conversations about stuff as we're going anyway, right? So let's review what we have for giving away, which you guys haven't seen in a while. Why not? And I can actually even show you the books that we'll give away with the next comic, the next giveaway, which is good. All right, so boom, we do have the Superman special. This is the is part of the All In, the Superman special. Number 1, Lois Lane, Woman of Steel. Not the first time that Lois Lane's been in that position. There we have the Deadly Tales of Gunslinger Spawn. We have the Ultimate Universe 1 year in. Number 1, we have the Wolverine, all new. It's a Laura Linney Wolverine. I believe this was just the cover A. Yes, it is. So in case you didn't get a chance to get that one at your LCS. And the last book down there is the TVA number 1. So this is still, come on. If you could see my face right now, you'd see like my eyeballs rolling completely back into my head. Oh my God. Oh, that's what bags and boards are for, right? Protect them as they go. Well, what I do, I always, buy 2 copies. So just to be on the safe side, I'm going to take my copies and swap them with those. So there'll be ones that have not fallen and hit the ground. All right. So again, what I do was December of 2024, which would be the books we're giving away now and the books that will be in the next giveaway whenever I get this week's books. We're doing a little special thing just for the holidays. You don't have to be a Patreon member. You don't have to be a YouTube member. If you win and you're in the United States, you're going to get all 5 books. Okay. You just reach out to me at Timohana Family. It's one word on Instagram and let me know what your address is and I can mail it to you. If you're outside the United States, same thing. Timohana Family, you're going to contact me. And instead of giving you $15 this month, we're giving you $20. Okay, so this way you can go pick up your own comic books or a T-shirt or a new pair of earmuffs or a 12-pack of SpaghettiOs, whatever floats your boat. It's on Team Ohana for this month. If you're in the United States and you don't want these comic books because either A, you've read them, B, you don't like them, or C, you don't like the fact that they fail and hit the ground, and you want the $20 instead, just let me know. And same way, Team Ohana family, and you're eligible for that as well. Don't feel shy about that. A lot of people in the United States would prefer to have the $20. They're eyeing a book that's in the store. It might be, say, $80, something like that. Boom, I'm covering 25% of the price. All of a sudden, it feels like a bargain. Why not? What we got here? For me, it's a meal with foods that represent money, collard greens, cornbread, and black-eyed peas. Love you. Oh, thank you. I'm already like in the new Daredevil mode here. Happy New Year to Crimson Terror. Absolutely, yes. All right, so let's get into this the giveaway itself. I'm going to refresh this one more time just to be on the safe side. 9 plus 2 is 11, unless there's new math that I'm not aware of. We're still at 16 comments, okay. And we're going to expand this to a full-size screen. Good luck to everybody, and here we go. I see my own name in there. I haven't won in a long time, right? Virtual Vice. Ha! Ha! Don't say it's rigged when you know it's not now. Larry, congratulations. You know the drill. Just let me know on Team Ohana Family on Instagram whether you want all 5 books mailed to you, or you would like me to send you $20 to use whatever discretion you want. Congratulations to you, sir. And thank you also for being a Patreon member. So let's get myself back here to full size. And I got to run through the books that I picked up last week, which I got this week. Ignore the comment this week. Well, he was just congratulating the prior winner, which is cool. And a big congrats from Robert himself. All right. So make sure I've got these are the books that I picked up. Like I said, last week, which I didn't get till this week. And this week's books I haven't gotten. And I asked them, when are they going to be getting them? They said, maybe Friday, maybe Saturday, maybe Monday. We don't know. So kind of no way to run a business, not Vision Comics, the comic book industry. Okay. Just clarifying that this is not, you can't control when something is shipped to you, you know? I'm trying to sell my Omega Man 3 9.8 for some reason. I saw a sale today hit $450. Just so you're aware. And makes me really, really happy that I have 2 copies of that in a 9.8. One of them I purchased earlier this year for $210. So, Southern tradition where you eat money. Each item represents something. Chicken fried steak equals bronze. Collard greens equals greenbacks. Folding money, cornbread equals gold. Black-eyed peas equals silver. Okay, now what food represents an Amazing Fantasy 15? Come on, man, let's go for the gold. It's going to be like liver or something. No, don't try to sell it for $350. I'm serious. People put it up for buy it nows for $4. The one sold today for $450. The average price right now is $400, not including shipping. Okay, it's blowing up on eBay. There are bidding ones that are hitting 400, 410. So if you've got it advertised for $350, dude, you might want to up that price or change it or something. Okay. And anybody that's watching this video that is wondering for a reference, trying to buy something from Larry, I'll absolutely speak for him. Yeah, it is. I hope everybody had a happy new year and still going with the New Year's list. 2025. Wow, the years are just going by. Well, family members, well, the same absolute best wishes to you, Kenneth. Thank you so much for sharing joy and good wishes with everybody. By the way, also, everybody, please keep all the families and people in New Orleans in your prayers. It's can't have a holiday without some kind of craziness going on, right? Remember when craziness used to be just, like Aunt Agnes, throwing up after drinking too much eggnog? That used to be the biggest craziness everybody had to deal with every year. Now it's people driving through crowds with a car. All right, so this week / last week, what did I get? I did get the Time Slide #1, but I wanted to get the one with the uh, Rising of Phoenix variant. I do love that cover. I wish, honestly, Kamala Khan wasn't on the cover. It would have been a better homage to me. Sorry, to me. But I mean, she is there. It's a nice David Nakayama, and I just love the cover. I did get a copy of, and I don't think this is going to go anywhere in price, but the Kid Pool and Spider Boy #1. This is the cover A. Just because I loved the cover, I had to get a copy of Absolute Batman #1, the 4th printing. Hey, we all got an antagonist, okay? Switching over to, well, that already switched me to DC. I did get a copy of Metamorpho. This is the Metamorpho, the Element Man, #1. That's the cover A, and I picked up this variant because I loved the cover on it. It's just really, really great artwork. Great thought went into this as well, and also it's a great a lot of area there for signatures if it comes to pass. We'll see how that goes. Switching over to Keen Spot. You never know. Keen Spot. Mark Spears Monsters went crazy there, but waiting for Kid Wolverine and Kid Cyclops. It's getting ridiculous. So I got kids these days. Now that we're talking about kids, right? Kids these days. #1 from Keen Spot Entertainment. I saw a new title coming out from Keen Spot. Figured, why not roll the dice on it? Maybe I'll strike lightning. It doesn't have the artwork of Mark Spears to carry it, but who knows? And then rounding it out, I did pick up Dust to Dust #1. This is just the cover A. I think the incentive ratio, the ratio variant of 1 in 25, actually hit the hot list this week. So again, it's only going to stay on the hot list and be something if the story itself is good. Talk about a couple quick things here. I'm going to move this out of the way. Did anybody watch What If? Season 3. I really loved season 1. I tolerated season 2. Season 3 is somebody, I saw a meme of somebody like scratched out a couple of letters of What If and changed it to WTF. I agree. I thought it was just absolute horrible. And I think it was Screen Crush that was, or no, it might have been Emergency Awesome. That they had a lot of storylines that they wanted to cover, and they kept getting. I think season 2 is watchable. I think season 3 is not. That there were a bunch of storylines they wanted to do for What If, and Feige knocked a lot of them down. Said, no, you can't do that because we might do something similar in the MCU in 8 years or 10 years or whatever. So what the heck? If you think about the comic book itself, there are so many great What If standalone stories that they could have done and they didn't do, and it really irks me. I would have loved to seen some of those things brought to life. You think about the reception that X-Men '97 had, and they just like adapted the comic book right to animation, and we loved it. Okay, so what they do now, instead of doing the same thing, they're like, no, we can come up with original stories. They stink, but we're going to come up with original stories. Hi, Ryan. How you doing? Welcome. I binge watched it the other day. I didn't think it was that bad. The thing that I always loved about What If is it takes one key moment in canon and changes it. I mean, that's what always made What If great to me when I was reading it, because you always sit there like, wow, what if that did happen? What if Spider-Man joined the Fantastic Four? What if Wolverine killed the Hulk? Or later on, what if Hulk could kill Wolverine? What if, Johnny Blaze didn't become the Ghost Rider? What if somebody, this particular thing that happened didn't happen, or the opposite happened, or something, and it takes you down an entire other storyline. They had it in season one. They still had some of it in season two, but they were losing it already by going back in time and creating all new timelines, and they completely lost it in season three. What if Wolverine was a vampire? Could be a standalone. Yeah, right. Wow, Wolverine as a vampire fighting Blade. And you draw Blade to look like Mahershala Ali to kind of introduce him. Why not? Let's see what else. I did also watch Craven. Craven to me was not as bad as Morbius and nowhere near the dumpster fire of Madam Web. It's not a good movie. It's okay. Whereas the other two I mentioned, in my opinion, were not. The action sequences really did carry Craven, in my opinion. I didn't feel like I just wasted 2 hours of my life in watching it. There were things about it that I did enjoy. You guys, come on, get a room. So for anybody that has the opportunity to watch Craven, but they just flat out avoiding it because of the reviews, watch it and make your own decision. I don't think that, I guess I'd rate it somewhere around a 6, which, there's a lot of movies out there that are worse than a 6. And the only other thing I've been watching lately is Skeleton Crew, which started pretty good for me. I'd say the first 2.5 episodes I really liked, because it almost made me feel like I was a little kid watching Goonies again. But it's gotten away from some of that, and it's kind of dragging, honestly. It's got 2 more episodes left. I did like this last episode. It was kind of decent, but I don't know where it's going to go. So the problem is Sony takes comic ideas and changes it completely. Why do it if you don't like the original? Hey, I agree. I mean, Craven on his own was a great character. Madam Web was a great character. And trying to develop these standalone characters and then later bring into Spider-Man, I think is really stupid. I think if they actually had a Madam Web movie and paid Tom Holland $50 million to play Spider-Man in it for a quarter of the movie or something like that, they would have gotten more than $50 million. Well, also throwing out a few extra million to the people writing the script. Yeah, Craven's a great character. Morbius is a great character that they really, I'm like, what the hell did they do there? But Sony's not the only one that does that. I mean, look what they did what Marvel did with Gore the God Butcher. That's nauseating. So there's a lot of things that just I can't get what they're doing these days. So anyway, I'm going to point out the books that should have been given away last week that are being given away this week and will appear on the show of this week's New Comic Book Day whenever I actually get the books, whether it be Friday, Saturday, Monday, or whenever. I don't know. Hopefully we'll be back on track by next Wednesday, but hopefully there'll be a show in between then and now. So keep those notifications ready. If it happens during a crazy time, I might just do a recording of it so everybody doesn't have to stop what they're doing to tune in. Not that I just feel guilty. I caught up with Creature Commandos. I don't want to know. I haven't seen it yet. I'm debating subscribing to that streaming service just so I can watch it and then unsubscribe, and then also subscribing back to Netflix so I can binge watch Squid Game season 2 and then quit that one as well. We'll see how it goes. All right, let's switch this camera over so I can show you guys what books were given away this week / last week / whatever week it is. I don't know. We've got that copy of Dust to Dust #1 in case you didn't get a chance to pick up a copy of your own. For those people who are not into getting Keen spots, well, here you go. A copy of Kids These Days, which actually could be like Kid Thor or Kid whomever. But see, I've got 2 DCs this week and 1 Marvel. Let's throw the Marvel up there first. So I've got that Kid Pool and Spider-Boy. So And I know that Larry is just dying to read that one now, right? Ha ha ha. Moving over to DC. They got more DCs than Marvel. That's been a little bit of a theme lately, hasn't it? What do we got? Yes, absolutely. So Metamorpho #1, the cover A of that. And just in case you're somebody who likes to collect those multiple printings, I love the cover. Hopefully you do too. The Absolute Batman #1, fourth printing is going to be there for you. Now, again, this is going to be the last of the holiday giveaways. So you do not need to be a Patreon member or a YouTube member. I'd love it if you were. The link for our Patreon membership is inside the description as well. And YouTube members, we actually just welcomed Rob's Fat Stacks of Comics as a new YouTube member. But this giveaway is going to be the last one for the holiday extravaganza, where if you're in the United States and you win and you choose the comic books, you're going to get all 5. You don't have to worry about, I got to pick 2 or 3 or whatever. Nope, you're going to get all 5. And you're just going to let me know by contacting me at YouTube, at Instagram for Team Ohana Family, and just saying, hi, I want the comics. Here's my address. Ship them. If you're outside the United States, you will get $20 instead of the normal 15. After next week, it'll go back down to 15. And if you're inside the United States and you want the cash, you can do that as well. Again, the same thing applies. You're just going to contact the winner. Will contact me at Team Ohana Family on Instagram and say, hey, this is my PayPal, Venmo, Cash App information, whatever. Shoot me that $20. I've got my eye on a comic book, and $20 will pay for X percentage of it. Why not? Kid pulling Batman is. Oh, I was thinking that you were talking about a team up. Oh, you're quite welcome. And what was it? 25 Perez's books arrived, and he actually took a picture and sent them to me, saying, "Hey, there's books in here that I didn't win." And I'm like, "Yeah, you did, because for the Patreon get-togethers, you sent me. I'll take the 7th from the front, and the 7th from the back, and 18th from the middle, or whatever." And this was for a couple of months. These were books that you had, picked out, but you just didn't get a chance to make the show, so you got them. 25 Perez's was a very heavy box, by the way, because he also had 2 winnings from New Comic Book Day giveaway. All right, guys. So I'm going to wrap this up, though. I'm wishing everybody again a very happy New Year. Things may not have gone the way you wanted in 2024. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. But no matter how they went, whether they were 100% great or 99% bad, just remember that there are always things to be grateful for, thankful for. I'm thankful for every one of you guys. I'm thankful for having a hobby as fun as comic books. And if you're having a tough time of it for any reason, please don't keep it to yourself. Reach out. There's always friends. There's always family. There's always even phone numbers that you can call to help. If you feel like you're at the end of your rope, there are always people that will come along and grab that rope with you and help pull it back. Okay. There are too many people that care. Take advantage of those resources. You're not in this alone. Nobody is. If you know somebody that's struggling, if you can be that shoulder for them or help them in any way, if not, then point them in the right direction or get somebody's attention that can help them. It makes a world of difference. So I'm sorry. It's just, this is that silly time of year where some people, do things or feel certain ways, and we all got to look out for each other. All right, guys, thank you so. What? Batman and show Kidpool to use prep time to do anything. And you have to be grateful for the little things. Absolutely. Absolutely. So anyway, guys, I want to say thank you. Happy holidays to everybody. Let's hit 2025 running and support each other. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, and click on those notifications so you know when more videos are dropping. I don't know when the next New Comic Book Day video will be, because it should have been today, but when I get the books, you'll see it. And Monday will also be the cover price top 20 hot list. And don't forget, on if you're not a YouTube member, to watch out for tomorrow. You will see the top 20 purchases that I made during 2024. Let me know in those comments, how, which books you got, anything that you got. We all want to know what everybody got because it's kind of fun. Everybody, until I see you in the next video. Mahalo.